we go. This is the X-Fed. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the Garaysar Fear 105. I was looking to purchase one of these several weeks ago. Looked for information online, looked for videos on the tube. Found a couple of videos that were helpful. Didn't answer all the questions I had. Went to the Garaysar website. Terrible website. They need to get their act together there. It's pretty cheesy. Doesn't give you much information. So I decided, hey, other folks were able to help me out by putting a video. I figured let me put a video out there. Perhaps it'll help some of you guys out. And if you have a question about the firearm that was something specific I didn't cover, or you have a question about it, leave a comment. I'll try to get back to you, and I will try to put a new video on that item or subject. So this is the Garaysar Fear 105. It does have some items on there, some accessories. I'll talk to a little bit about those that I put on there, aftermarket, and we'll talk about what it does come with. So this is the left side of it. So let's start from the back and the butt pad. You do have a rubber butt pad. I fired this quite a few times, and it did help with the recoil. I have to admit, it did definitely help. You do have a cheek rest, riser, or cheek pad, depending on who you're talking to. This is adjustable on the opposite side. When I flip it over, you can see there is an adjustable knob. It does go up and down. It is plastic, but it does help. It did assist me when I went out firing it. I adjusted it to where I wanted, and it did help. You have your bolt catch, just like a typical AR style. It is activated at this point because I do have the bolt locked to the rear. You have your magazine release and catch. There's your mag well. This little lever right there is for when disassembly, and that's a whole nother video there. So we won't get into that right now. You got your fire and safe selector, your pistol grip. Your pistol grip does have a bit of a texture on there, but it is slick. So you might as well put a rubber sleeve on there if you can. They're inexpensive on Amazon. I'm going to put a rubber sleeve on there like I have on a lot of my pistols, and that should work out well. You do have a rail on the bottom. This does come with an angled foregrip, just like in the photo here. It does come with one. The angled foregrip is actually a pretty good quality one. I'm not going to harp on that too much, but it wasn't my cup of tea when firing this with the angled foregrip. I prefer a vertical grip or broomstick, whatever you want to call it. It works out better for me. You do get a better grip on the firearm. It does help you with your stance as well, absorb some of that recoil. I find it to work out a lot better for me. But again, that's my preference. It's up to you. I did put a sling mount right underneath on the rail to assist. I did not want to place it on top. I have light and sights up there. I did not want this getting in the way of anything. So I do have a sling mount on there. Single point goes around. I'm sorry, this is a 2-point sling, but it just goes around. And it does come with a sling mount on the back. I forgot to mention. It does have one right there. So I did put a sling on there. And that works out pretty good. So we come over here to the barrel. You do have your barrel shroud or barrel cover. Everyone has a different name for it. This is an important feature to this firearm. It does enhance its look. So aesthetically, it does look tactical. But it is a very important piece to the firearm because you screw that on, and that's what holds everything together. When you unscrew it, you're able to remove your upper receiver, or what they call it, the forend on here. So the whole thing will slide right on off, so you can go ahead and disassemble and clean the firearm. So that's your shroud there. We look at the top portion over here. Let's talk about the charging handle. The charging handle does come on the right side from the manufacturer. It does come on the right side. there is no rear charging handle like some of the other ones out there. So this does come on the right side. I did a small video when I removed it and placed it on the left side. It works better for me. It allows me to, as a right-handed firer, to hold onto the weapon with my strong hand. I'm able to manipulate the trigger still in the event I need to go ahead and fire the weapon. So I just am able to charge it with my left hand. It works out well for me. It's my preference. Down the road, if I choose to switch it back for whatever reason, I may. So the option is there, but it does allow you to go back and forth. I didn't find any information on changing the charging handle from one side to the other. There was another video out there that was helpful in showing basically that you can do it. Didn't show you how to do it. I didn't do a video on how to do it. Actually, I did it kind of after the fact, but you can do it. Just watch my other video. Questions, I'll answer it for you. We go on top. We do have a rail that goes the length of the upper portion of the shotgun. It does come with flip-up sights. They are not Magpul M-Bus sights. They are, however, flip-up sights that you need to manually manipulate. As such, up and down. But they do seem to lock in place pretty good once they're in the up position and in the down position. You do have your wheel here to adjust your elevation, and you have one on the rear sight to adjust for wind edge right here. So it's not a bad little sight that comes with it. So I'm not going to knock it. It's there. It's going to do what it's designed to do. So I have no issues with that at all. So I'm going to keep those on there. They worked out well for me. I also went ahead, since I do use this as a firearm in my home for self-defense, I do have a Streamlight TLR1 light on there, and I'm able to place it in the on position, no problem, and still control the firearm with using the vertical foregrip on here. So it does work out for me. You may decide to place it down at the bottom. It's up to you, whatever you want to do, but you do have the options with the rails both on top and bottom. You're not going to get that in a lot of shotguns, so that is something that is functional. Let's go and take a look at the opposite side here. Starting from the barrel, again, there's your shroud cover. Okay, not much going on over here. Again, you can change the charging handle. That's the little block right there, the charging handle. You're able to tap that out with a punch. Just lightly tap it out, it will come right out. And on the opposite side, place it wherever you want and then tap it right in nice and gently. And make sure everything lines up the way it's supposed to be. Being that this is actually locked to the rear of the bolt, it's a free-floating spring activated, or spring with spring tension, actually, this charging handle. So there is a spring there that's allowing the tension to go back and forth. Okay. It will stay in the forward position. It's not going back and forth with each round. And we keep moving down, a lot of vents and ports. There's your ejection port, your mag well. The rounds eject pretty good. No problem there. And there's your adjustable knob for your cheek rest, riser, or cheek pad, whatever you want to call it. There we go. And there's your sling mount there. Come back down again. Your pistol grip is slick, so I would suggest putting a sleeve of some sort on there. It is pretty slick. The trigger pull, like any other shotgun, no problem at all. I'm used to firing shotguns, so it was nothing new or different to me. I know some new shooters out there with shotguns will tell you it's a long trigger pull or it's a light trigger pull. Everyone fires these things. Everyone's different. So when someone's out there telling you this is the best shotgun ever or this is the best handgun, that's their opinion. It's just a way. It's not the way of doing things. So you're going to be the final judge when it comes down to it. So you decide. Just do your homework, do your research, and you will find out what is best for you. These do take 2 3/4 and 3-inch rounds, and so let's talk about that. It does come with 2 5-round magazines. These magazines are pretty durable. They seem pretty well made. Metal, and then you have some polymer here. And this polymer on the front there acts as a grip for you, just like this. Because right underneath here, it's actually going to be like this. You have this button with these hinges, levers, notches right here. You can slide this, remove your grip, you can slide this on your rail as such, and use this as your backup magazine and also as your vertical grip. You will just end up holding it as such. Not a bad little idea. If that's something you want to do, go for it. That will work for you if you want to keep your spare magazine close by. That is an option. It does come with 2. I am using Winchester Super X 00, and that's what I fired in my previous video, and it cycled no problem. Everyone in all the videos I've seen will tell you you need ammunition that's firing over 1,300 feet per second. That is true. Target loads, if you decide to shoot them for fun, you're going to end up cycling them one at a time. It will not cycle as it's designed to do with target loads. So that is something that you want to consider if you're looking to just kind of mix up your load and ammunition on your magazine. If you want a pump action, and you won't have any issues, but semi-auto, yes. At least for now, during this break-in period. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. But until then, I will continue to fire, mix them up, and break it in as much as I can. It does come with a set of chokes. You have 3 chokes, one that already comes installed, and you have 2 more with your choke tool. This is great if you're firing different types of ammunition. You can swap out chokes. It's a few dollars that you don't have to spend extra to get. You already have them, although you did spend it when you did purchase the firearm. Again, about the price point, look around. I shopped around. Took me a while. I decided on this one for its purpose, what I want to use it for, its design, its capability, and the price point was there. I wasn't looking for something fancy for show. There are going to be a lot of them out there promoting this and that. At the end of the day, they're all coming from the same place. Some may look cooler than others. You're going to spend the money for that. But this is not a bad looking firearm. I have to admit, it's not bulky or anything like that. It does weigh 9 pounds as the manufacturer states. Overall length is about 20, I believe anywhere from 28 to 29 inches overall from one end to the other. It's pretty compact. It did come with this case, a little cheap, flimsy plastic slide locking gun case. It's better than a box that normally they come in. So this is it. I hope I was able to cover just about all those questions that you may have about this. If you have any questions, let me know. Comment down below. If there's something I missed, something I need to address. Not one to harp on someone giving me some criticism about this or anything. I just want to put out some information because I usually go to YouTube when I need to fix something or research something. I appreciate those people putting them out there. So I figure let me do one and put some information out there for someone that's also looking for information on this. So again, it's a Garaysar Fear 105. I think I covered it all. That's it. Have a good one. And remember, knowing is half the battle.